I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting pretty. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Yo, welcome again to Horror for Dummies, the show that comes to you weekly, teaches a thing or two to the dumbest little guy about the genre we love, horror movies. If you didn't guess that from the name of this show. Yeah. I'm your host, my name is Tim Davis, and with me, as per usual, he is the man that stands out in fields and hums. His name is Mushroom.
What's that reference? What's up, gamers?
I don't know, it's the fucking first thing that came to my head. I didn't write anything down this time. Shut up.
Stands in fields and hums?
Yes, you're like a little mushroom. Shut up. How are you?
Oh. Yeah, I'm alright. How you,
That's
bitch?
good. I'm
in the face.
I'm fine.
Get aggressive with it.
I've never heard you be aggressive before. This is scary.
Yeah, it should be.
You're like the quiet one that sits alone at parties and...
Oh, he's going to do something cool.
Oh, man. All right, welcome to the Horror for Dummies show. We are the show that provides the funny while teaching the dummy, and maybe yourself, something about the films we all love. On this episode, we have given you an invitation to come and watch invitation movies. That's the theme on this show. We're discussing invitations. So, we're going to be reviewing The Invitation from 2015? Is it?
You have a lot?
No, it's not 2015 because I fucking... Oh shit, it is too.
It is.
No, that's why it had a wide release of 2016. 2015 is like when it was doing
like
the
one
circuit.
of your 2016 best of kind of thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
We'll get
to my thoughts. And then we're also going to be reviewing the movie called... We're going to be reviewing a movie called The Invitation from 2022.
We are...
So, there's a lot of invitations going around, and I hope that you'll accept and come with us on this journey where we discuss invitations. And you should also take a shot every time we say invitation on this episode.
Yes.
Don't do that,
Please
because
do
you will die. Don't.
Invitation.
Well, and they're dead. Oh, man. How's your week been?
How's my week been? Busy. It was busy.
It's busy and you can't remember.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff for this week.
There was a lot of prep for this show.
Lots of wrestling, lots of movies, and then not a whole lot else. It was just a busy week for us.
It has been a busy week for us. Yeah, we've been doing a lot, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
My grandfather died.
Oh yeah, that happened too.
Yeah. So, rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
I had to go say my final goodbyes to my grandfather.
Yeah.
And
Grandpapa.
I know this isn't usually a topic for like podcasting or anything like that, because like we're like a happy-go-lucky show. But like I went and visited him, and
I yell at people all the time. Happy-go-lucky.
He was basically a zombie. So it kind of fits into the horror genre a little bit. So, yeah, I guess we can talk about it. No, like, he was, like, full drugged out. Like, he had cancer, like, everywhere. And,
Not everywhere cancer. That's the worst kind.
And, he was so drugged out. When I went and saw him, I tried to speak to him, and all he could do was like just go like that. And I'm like, oh, are we in The Walking Dead now?
Did he like go for your head and then like figure it out and then go for somebody else's head instead?
I don't know. Maybe
because you got no brains.
Oh, I get Simpsons reference. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that you one. Fucking asshole. Leave me alone. My grandfather just died.
That's your one.
So, with that being said, next week we'll be taking the week off for the show because I've got the funeral and everything like that, and I'm just going to spend some time with my family. It's a rough week for me and my family.
I'm with you guys. I just think he's lazy, but whatever. He can do what he wants.
Leave me alone. My grandfather just died.
You're getting two now.
Yep, two. I'm gonna use that. I don't get to use that often, so be prepared.
I swear, every time your grandfather dies, you're just a little bitch.
Fucking asshole. I haven't had anyone close to me die since I was like 12, so
you gotta get closer to people, I guess.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just stay in my house and don't make friends.
So no one dies on me.
I'd rather just see people on TV die. And,
yeah, me too.
Be sad about that. You know what's funny? My wife said to me, like, when we found the news, and she's like, "Are you alright?" And I'm like, Yeah. And she's like, "You gonna cry?" I'm like, No. I'm alright with death. It doesn't really affect me. And she's like, "I've never seen you cry before." And I'm like, well, you were never with me when I watched Train to Busan. So
yeah, I was gonna say, don't you like bawl in Train to Busan?
Oh fuck, that movie ruined me. Yeah. I'm like baby where you take away its lolly or something.
Weeping.
Yeah, that movie fucks me. So yeah, if you ever want to see me cry, just put on Train to Busan and yeah, I'm Waterworks.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't murder any of his grandparents, but just chuck on Train to Busan.
Those bloody Asian zombies, they're really sad.
I'll get you. Right in the feels.
So anyway, back to the show. Episode 216, and we are inviting you. The look you just gave me was pure fucking hate.
Forgot we were doing that. Caught me off guard.
It was. It's funny to me. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna be doing that. Yeah. Anything else on the week before we run into the rest of the show?
I got nothing.
Yeah. Neither do I. My grandfather died. So.
Hey, look. At least I'm not being a cunt about it.
Anyway, alright, I think it's that time of the show where we discuss a question and ask a question and then answer the question and then discuss what's been answered about the question. You ready?
Yep.
Cool. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week for last time was, what's your favourite aspect of a horror film?
What we got?
So I'll go through the. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you the fucking results, and then we'll do the answers last. Okay. So the options were blood and gore, scares, thrill / adrenaline rush.
Yep.
The chase and the resolution.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just pull it up. Okay, so coming in last, we have the resolution with 0 votes.
Nobody cares what happens.
No one cares about the ending of the horror movie, apparently.
No.
Coming in with only 1 vote is The Chase.
Really? I thought it would have been a little more.
Yeah. Coming in third with a total of 5 votes, we have Scares.
Okay.
So there we go. Coming in second place with a total of 9 votes, we've got Blood and Gore.
That was my one.
And the winner, with a whopping 16 votes.
Yeah.
Thrill and Adrenaline Rush.
That's fair. Like, I mean, like a good horror movie is like when it's tense, you know?
Yeah.
So
much
totally
like one of the movies we'll be watching tonight.
Yes.
Okay, so and it's funny. No one added another option.
Like not one of the other movies.
We'll get to that. No one added another option, which is a bit of a shock. So come on, guys, put your finger out.
Where's your Stone Cold fucking Stunners? Or
yeah, Patty E, come on. Matt Wood says more gore, more gore. That's because I'm a fucking gore whore. I like that comment. That's a cool comment. Dave Z says, love it all, but definitely scares because they happen so rarely. When something actually does manage to creep me out or scare me, it sticks with me forever.
that
like
is genuine scares.
Yeah, that is 100%. Like The Grudge. Well,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, why did I do it? William,
Look, I'll be nice. Your fucking grandfather's
yeah,
dead.
my grandpa died. William Bryant, aka the Cowboy, said
holding my fingers crossed for a forever bit.
He says all the gory things. All the gory things.
True care.
Stabbings.
Fucking Weird Al over here, man.
We should do that. We make our own fucking music video. Is that the one where they run naked?
Yeah.
We should parody it. You and me running naked.
No one wants to see that.
No one yet.
No one wants to see that. We just got fucking Greenpeace and shit trying to roll us back in the water and stuff.
There could be a scene where we're just in the cinema by ourselves, just jacking.
Slurping dummies.
And we're back to this chat again.
I just reused the other warning.
All right, so the question of the week for this week kind of goes hand in hand with one of the movies we're watching tonight. I want to know who's the best. Now, this is not who's your favorite, but who's the best Universal monster. So we got Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Invisible Man, the Mummy, the Phantom. Who you got?
Well, to you, I pose another question. What is best? Like what counts as best? Like what is like the most efficient? Is it like most kills, scariest?
Yeah, okay, that's a good.
Like what do you mean?
Because there's multiple elements that make
Like
someone the best.
most famous?
No, that'd be either. Oh, who would it be? Frankenstein or Dracula?
Probably Dracula, man. Like because
Frankenstein's up there though. Though
he's up there, and like Frankenstein's my favorite. And
okay,
like,
well, let's do...
I'd like to pick him, but like but he didn't really kill that many people. Like that's probably like Dracula, right?
No, Dracula didn't. I think Dracula killed less people.
Really, like in the movies, but like in lore wise, he's killed shit tons, right?
Yeah, because Dracula was a real person. Frankenstein was not.
Yeah, but like Dracula's got to have his nom noms.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Let's go with who's your favorite Universal monster.
Favorite's Frankenstein.
Okay.
I think most famous is probably Dracula for me.
Yeah, probably right. I can't decide. My choices are between the Invisible Man, Frankenstein, and maybe the Creature. I'm gonna go. I think probably Frankenstein, just because he looks the coolest out of those three.
Yeah.
Like, the original Dracula movie, I'm not that big of a fan of. The original Frankenstein movie is a fucking perfect 10 out of 10 for me. So was The Invisible Man.
I showed you my, like, NECA Raphael, right?
Yes, you did.
It's so good. Cool. I've got, like, this, like, Raphael Frankenstein figure. It's so good.
This hybrid.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. I think there's like a Michelangelo mummy one, and
yuck.
There's heaps of cool ones.
Why did they make Michelangelo the mummy? The mummy's the worst out of the fucking lot of them.
Maybe it's Brendan Fraser mummy.
It's not. No. People who say, "Oh, it's Brendan Fraser mummy," that's not any good. It's still the fucking same. I want the fucking Monster Squad mummy where it actually looks like a bandaged up cunt.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Not some fucking pharaoh that, like, just looks like a normal person. That's the biggest... man, I that's why I don't like mummy movies, because they just... It's always boring.
Surely there's at least one good mummy movie.
Yeah.
What about...
It's from Tales of the Dark Side, and it's a segment called...
Yeah, but wasn't there like a sort of recent-ish mummy movie that was pretty good? It was
Not that I can think of.
It was supposed to kick off the whole like Universal Monsters reboot.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I don't know, somebody in it.
Not doing it.
The whole thing. Maybe somebody that does their own stunts. I know, I can't think of it. Doesn't matter.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look at mummy movies. So there's Bubba Hotep, which I did not like.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually been a mummy movie that I'd like. There's been movies where it's had a mummy in it.
Yeah.
That I like the Monster Squad, Waxworks, but like, there's not a mummy movie that I genuinely like. Although looking at the list here, I haven't seen many. There's like Dawn of the Mummy, there's Legend of the Mummy, The Mummy's Hand, The Mummy... Oh no, I have seen The Mummy's Hand.
Maybe we should do a Big Mummy's House month.
Actually... Actually, the sequels to The Mummy, the original Universal sequels to The Mummy were actually pretty good.
Okay.
I do remember liking those. So there you go. The sequels to The Mummy... just not the original Mummy. Anyway, who fucking cares? Whatever. The Mummy's not going to win. I don't think anyone out there is like, yes, my favourite Universal monster is the Mummy.
No, I don't think so.
I'll be curious. And if you do, if you're listening right now and are that person that's like, my favourite Universal monster is the Mummy, you need to comment and say why, because I need to know why.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. You're choosing the Mummy over the Wolfman? Actually, Wolfman's probably up there too for me.
Do you want to know what the other figures are?
If you want to talk about it, then go for it.
Kind of a little bit. So yeah, Michelangelo as a mummy, right?
Yeah.
Leonardo as Igor.
What?
Yep.
So Michelangelo and Leonardo got the short end of the stick.
Apparently. His like shell opens up and he's got like his brain inside and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It looks sick. And he's got like, it looks like he's got flaming swords, so he can have like a torch. These figures are fucking detailed. There's April, which looks like the first movie April as Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the last one that I can see is Splinter as Van Helsing.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why wouldn't you make
got, like, the
Splinter...
hat and the crossbow and shit.
Why wouldn't you make Splinter as the Wolfman?
Wolfman? Yeah, I don't know.
So you tell me that there's no Wolfman, there's no Dracula, there's no creature. Like, how easy would it be to make the creature in the Black Lagoon turtles?
Hey man, it's just what's on the Big Bad Toy Store pre-order list.
Well, Big Bad Toy Store, choose better monsters.
It's not them, it's I think it's NECA.
It's probably a licensing thing. But I mean, if they're using Universal stuff, I don't know. Whatever. That would be cool, though. Anyway, that's all I've got for this week.
What was the question again?
Who's your favourite Universal monster?
There we go. You can't answer that.
Yeah, let us know. And you're more than welcome to choose another poll. All right. It's time to talk about movies. And we invite you to join along. Here we are, feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
This thing is so official.
Maybe they're overcompensating. It's kind of hard to call everybody up out of the blue after 2 years.
I'm so glad you're here. We've got a lot to talk about. So much to celebrate tonight. Each and every one of us is on a journey, and we feel that it's important to be on that journey with the people you love. Everybody, this is my friend Pruitt.
Bars on the windows and no?
Security. Safer.
You've been acting so suspicious of our hospitality.
Well,
Jesus.
has he been like this a lot? So agitated? How has he been handling things? He can be self-destructive.
I think he's doing the best he can.
Something doesn't feel safe here.
We don't see you for 2 years, and then all of a sudden, we get invited to this lavish dinner. Don't tell me that this is normal.
What do you think is happening, Will?
This beautiful moment is upon us. Tonight is the night our faith is made real.
What is happening?
There's nothing to be afraid of.
All right, we are discussing a movie that came out in 2015, apparently, but it was widely released in 2016. This movie is called The Invitation. I don't think I've mentioned that before. This movie is called The Invitation. This one comes at a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which, tiny little spoilers from my thoughts, is criminally low. This one stars Logan Marshall Green as Will.
Mm-hmm. What else was he in?
He's been in a few things that you've seen,
stuff, right?
Yeah, so he was in Upgrade.
Yeah,
he was the dude in Upgrade. He was in what's it fucking called? Oh, the Cloverfield movie.
Yeah,
what's it called? 31
Cloverfield Lane.
Oh wait, was he? Maybe he was not.
I don't know if he was.
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Don't mind me, then. I'll just go fuck myself. Apparently, I always thought it was him. Who am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of the dude from Harsh. Okay. No, he was in Devil from 2010. He was in Prometheus.
Yep.
And yeah, you're probably thinking he's from Upgrade, though. He's that dude.
Yeah. I fucking love that movie.
Upgrade was sick, man. That was a good movie. Yeah. This also stars someone who plays Kira. I'm not going to even bother to try and pronounce her name. Michelle.
Oh, I'm not even going to try and bother to try and pronounce that name.
Yeah, it's beyond my brain. Michelle Huseman.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Huseman, I don't know, as David.
Michelle.
Okay, cool, I was right. Tammy Blanchard as Eden. We have, who we got? Michelle Kruzek as Gina. Mike Doyle as Tommy. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. There's John Carroll Lynch as Pruitt in this movie. I mentioned him because I've seen him in a few things before. Yeah, okay, so this is directed by Karen Kusama, who also did, now I'm fucking blanking on what she did, but she did something else. If you just give me 2 seconds to go and check it out.
To think about it for a second and pull it from my memory.
Yes, totally not looking on IMDb. She did a segment on XX, which was like an all-female anthology film, which quite honestly wasn't good. But she directed Jennifer's Body. You know the one with Megan Fox? Where Megan Fox becomes a succubus?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that. I wanted to watch Yellow Jackets. That was supposed to be pretty good.
So did I. I've heard nothing but praise for that. But I think it's on Binge.
Ooh,
possibly.
Okay.
I think. Anyway, so what's The Invitation all about? A man accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife an unsettling affair that reopens old wounds and creates new tension.
Yeah.
Okay, so this movie here has been on my list to make you watch for a while here.
Okay. Hey, question. Would you go?
Would I what?
Would you go if you got like an invitation from your ex-wife? Be like, hey, we're having a dinner party.
So I put it in the same camp as our group of friends now.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But in this scenario, with this movie here, with what happened to this character...
Yeah, I would not go.
I don't think I could.
I was like, dude, what are you doing here? Go the fuck home.
Yeah. We are going to keep this... Oh, no, we're not going to keep it.
No, this is spoiler.
No. Yeah, we're going to spoil this. So, just a word of caution, man. If you have not seen this movie or you're curious to see this movie,
it's on Shudder.
It is on Shudder. I would suggest go and watch this. I really like this movie. Luffy, just a yes or no. Like it or not? Okay, there you go.
I say watch it.
It's definitely a movie that you should watch because there's a twist at the end that if we talk about, it's going to spoil your view on this movie, and I don't want to ruin it.
Cut if I knew the ending.
Yeah, exactly. So this is your spoiler warning right now. We are going to spoil it. So go and check it out. It's on Shudder. Recommendations from both of us.
Yep.
Okay, so I saw this back in the day when it came out, 2016. That's when I really started getting heavily into horror movies, where I would try and watch everything that came out.
Was this like when you were doing Under the Bed?
Yes, it was. When I was doing the horror reviews.
Yeah.
It's the first year that I started doing like a top 10 list.
Yeah, sick.
And I watched this movie, and I fucking hated it. I was bored. I didn't like it at all.
Really?
And 2016 was also the year that I started listening to podcasts as well. And I listened to a podcast, I do not remember which one, about this movie. And I noticed that everyone was praising this movie. I'm like, a movie is boring as batshit. I don't get why everyone's liking it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I went and revisited it again. And
you got another invitation.
My thoughts completely backflipped, and now I love it. And I don't remember if it did make my top 10 of that year, but if I was going to redo my list, it would be in my top 10.
So why did you think it was boring?
It's okay. This movie is a slow burn. This is a slow burn movie. And it's a movie that you kind of need to pay attention to. Otherwise, you're just not going to be immersed into it. You're not going to be hooked into it. And I don't think I was focused on the movie when I watched it first.
I'll let you finish.
No, I'm done. You go.
Okay. I was going to say, I straight up was fucking around on my phone and shit, doing all sorts of shit. But this movie pulled focus.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I was just like, what? What's happening? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who's this person? Who's that person? What happened to their kid? Fuck, who's this guy? Like, it was just like massively pulled me in, man. Like, I was just, I wanted to know what happened. And you still never really find out what happens with the kid, right? Like, properly.
You do.
You do?
Sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
They don't explicitly say...
No.
There was some sort of baseballing accident.
Yeah, so for the longest time, for some reason I was thinking he drowned. But that's not right.
No, I think they were like playing baseball or something and he fucking hit him in the head and killed the kid or something.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They don't actually say it.
That was the trauma. I'm assuming like it wasn't it wasn't implicitly stated what exactly happened, but there was something with they were just playing.
Yes.
And then he's dead.
Okay, let's back up here for a second. I just want to give the people that have seen this movie, or if you don't care about seeing this movie and you're alright with spoilers, let's just give a little brief explanation on what this movie is about. basically you're following this young couple, Will and Kira, who are going to a dinner party hosted by Will's ex-wife and a group of friends that he used to be close with, that he hasn't seen for a few years because of reasons. And the whole movie is based, and this is what I said to my wife to try and get her to watch it with me, because she's heavily into like the reality shows, like Housewives of LA type stuff.
Yeah, okay, yep.
So I basically said, this is pretty much a horror version of those reality shows that you like. It's filled with like drama.
Right?
Yeah. It's filled with drama, like between like friends and people. So that got her to watch it with me. My wife ended up loving this movie.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, you got this couple that go to a dinner party, and there's just heavy tension throughout the whole movie with different things, different characters coming together, but there's something weird going on that they can't put their finger on. And we lead up to the point where we realize that, hey, this is a cult, and they're trying to recruit people into this cult. And there's a twist at the end that I'm not going to mention, because what's the point?
We're not going to talk about the twist at all? Or?
I mean, yeah, we can, but we'll do it later.
Okay.
My wife said to me, probably just before the shit went down, she goes, is this a horror movie? And
then it's like, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh, okay. But here's the thing. For me, this movie as a whole is a horror movie. And the reason being is because the whole film makes you feel a sense of dread. Not just that the majority of the film gives you an uncomfortable feeling, you know? You feel like you're there with these characters. You feel like you're at this party and you know these people. The tension in this movie is so fucking high. This is one of those movies.
That's why I'm like, how did you find it boring? I was like, it's so tense.
Yeah, I just, man,
Fair enough.
Stupid me.
I'm fair.
This is one of those movies where I kind of at times felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. Just like
Not uncomfortable, sorry, awkward. Awkward's the right word.
Yeah.
And I said to my wife, I'm like, you know that movie Bridesmaids, where there's that scene, have you seen Bridesmaids? You know the scene where they're kind of the bride's maid of honor
in the street?
No, not that scene. The bride, the maid of honor and another one of the bridesmaids are kind of trying to one up each other.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets super fucking awkward.
Yep.
I like have a love-hate relationship with things like that in movies, where I'm like, I love to watch it, but at the same time I'm like, this is awkward, and I'm not even a part of this movie. Like, I'm not even like with these characters.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same with this movie here. You get to points in this movie where you're like, this is awkward as fuck. But
everyone's
I love it.
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's absolutely bonkers. I'm like, did I see that chick's bush? What is happening? I'm like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, there's a lot of random parts in this movie.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
It is a really good movie if you stay with it, if you stick with it and follow the movie through. It's fucking great.
Like, it's like one of those movies where it really hinges on the actors.
Yeah.
And everyone fucking did fantastic in this, man.
Yeah.
Like, there was some acting. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. Like, and then when it kicks off hard.
Yeah. This movie is just filled with twists and turns that you like. I wish I was with you watching this.
Oh man,
for your first time.
That like the dinner scene when he like accuses her.
Yeah.
And then
that's
he
the
shows
awkward
up
scene that I was
like,
talking about.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, right.
Because you're like, yeah, fucking get her, and then it's like, no, he's fine. I'm like, oh, I would have done like, yep, go leave.
Like, okay, just put yourself in Will's shoes for a second. What would you do at that point? You'd be like, I'm the biggest fucking cunt in the world.
I would have left. I'd have just fucking smoke bomb.
Yeah, and like his girlfriend Kira was saying, let's just leave, and he's like, no. Like, what? No. You need to go, man.
Listen to Kira.
Yeah.
They should have listened to Kira ages ago.
And it's funny, like, if you're the host of this party, you'd be
Although,
like...
maybe,
yeah,
like, they would have got, like, fucking... I'm assuming he killed the chick that tried to leave.
Yeah, it's alluded to that, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm assuming maybe that would have happened, but... Oh, man. Well, just what a... Oh, it was such a good movie. I so enjoyed it.
I'm glad, man. There is so... Let's talk about the characters in this movie, because this is like, okay... Like, when I think of our group of friends, like, we're all adults now. We're mostly in our mid-30s. Mm-hmm. But, like, at the same time, we still, like, joke around like we're
like
fucking young
20-year...
20-year... Yeah, like we're 20-year-olds. These group of friends, they're, like, adults.
Yeah.
They speak about adult shit.
They're drinking
like,
wines and talking mortgages.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Is this what grown-ups do?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, these are all a bunch of fucking losers. I mean, losers is the wrong word, but they're a different breed from our group of friends.
Yeah, I guess they're not a bunch of dropkicks.
Yeah, basically, yeah, yeah. Like, our group of friends will talk about butt fucking and barbecues.
Yeah.
Where these guys, yeah, they're talking about mortgages and
butt fucking barbecues.
Oh, man, yeah. But then, yeah, you've got other characters in this movie that are, like, out of left field and not fitting in with the rest of the group, like the character of Pruitt.
Yeah. Look, man, you know me. I love a crazy girl.
Yeah.
So many hotties in this movie.
There were. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fucking remember the crazy girl's name. Was it? No, it wasn't Claire.
Well, Eden was
Sadie.
batshit.
Sadie. It was Lindsay Burge who played Sadie.
Sadie was fantastic. She was like proper cuckoo. And yeah, like even the wife, Eden, was just like those eyes, man, those fucking crazy eyes.
Yeah, she was creepy, man.
Yeah. It was a more intense crazy. Like, Sadie's a wild card for sure, but Eden's like, I've definitely poisoned your drink.
Yeah.
Even before they did that, I was like, she's gonna murder everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, she's gonna just either snap, or she's already put the wheels in place for everyone to be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't think it was because of the cult. I thought it was just like, she's batshit.
I'm curious. Okay, so now we've like basically established that we're spoiling this.
Yeah.
When was it when you realized what was happening in this movie?
Like,
or did you not?
What actually happened?
Like, did you have any idea what this movie was about?
Mm-mm.
You had no clue?
No. Like with most shit you show me, didn't even know it existed. So...
See, that's... Yeah.
Like... I know what year it came out and what the title is.
Yep.
And then whatever picture I get when I go to click on it.
See, this is the annoying thing, and not to get so quickly into our next movie that we're going to review, but movies like this that don't get theatrical releases compared to the movie that we're going to review in a second.
You've got a wide release.
Yeah. It's like, but why? Like, the majority, like the mainstream audience, the majority of people do not know that this movie exists, and that's a fucking crime. Because this movie is definitely one that needs to be viewed.
Dude, I was like the same with Upgrade.
Yeah,
where I was
that was at the same time.
Everybody needs to see this. Please, everybody go to the movies and watch Upgrade, please. This is the best movie.
Did you say that after you walked out of the cinema? With your arms wide open?
Everybody? Listen, everybody. Okay, you need to go watch Upgrade. There's only 2 of us in there.
Wait, was that legit? There was only 2 people in Upgrade
Maybe
when you saw
like 4 or 6 or something.
Wow.
Not many. And I was like, this needs to be full. There needs to be more people in here. I did this for the next 3 days.
You know what? it's funny to joke about, but I don't believe for a second that you did that because I know you, and you don't like talking to people.
No.
You are
I sent a quiet text around. No, but anyone who was like asking for movie recommendations for like the next year or so, I was like, see Upgrade.
Yeah.
You know? But,
yeah, that movie was sick.
But this one too, this is great as well. Like completely different reasons.
What do you prefer, this or Upgrade?
Oh, Upgrade for sure.
Okay, fair enough. Upgrade's, I guess, more paced better.
Yeah. And I don't know, just Upgrade had so many cool action sequences and like it was just some shit I'd never seen before, and then no one talked about it, and I was like, this is a movie of the year, you fuckers.
Yeah, right. I'm going to ask you a dumb question because I think I already know the answer, but you did understand the ending, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what I think it means.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, that this cult was infiltrated, like, a lot of people, and so there was, like, a mass suicide. Or mass murder.
Yep.
Right? Is that basically it?
That's basically it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's definitely like a cult movie where how all cult movies basically end.
Badly.
Well, how all cults end, because there have been cults in real life.
Groupthink bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do like the message that this cult was giving.
That, like...
To release all emotions.
Yeah, I mean...
Because I'm not trying to sound like a hippie or anything like that, but I try to do that on a day-to-day basis. Like, if I'm feeling
like
sad or angry...
Go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if someone's pissed me off, unless it's, like, something bad, like if someone killed my kids, then I'm not going to let that off. But, like, if someone just annoyed, like, said
every
something...
Other week.
Yeah, exactly. I've had 73 children. But if someone like says something that annoys me, like after a while I think about it, I'm like, why am I mad? Like, why is this letting me like ruining my day?
Yeah, I feel ya. I always do the like what helped me a lot with my rage was being like, in a week, am I gonna care?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, is this going to bother me next week? Nah, it'll get sorted today or tomorrow. And
yeah,
next week
exactly.
I'll be fine. And then I try and confine my road rage to the car.
That's the thing about, like...
Where I can yell at cunts behind the window.
I think maybe because I drive for my job. And that's where, like, probably most people get their anger from, because there's so many fuckheads on the road. But I've now just learned to, like when I'm at work, I don't care how long I take with things. And my boss knows this. And he's fine with it because safety comes first, whatever. But he, like, I will gladly let someone through instead of trying to speed and cause a crash. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll gladly let them in, but if they don't give me a fucking wave, boy.
Yeah, Jill's exactly the same. She gets fucking, like, she'll, like, speed up to them and flip them off type of thing.
Yeah, I'll do
She's that type of person.
I'll
I'm just like,
I'll try and pass
have the energy.
them. I'll be like, I let you in, not anymore, mate. Now I'm fucking in front of you. How you like that? How's them apples? And then I'll give them a courtesy wave. But it's a you wave.
The only road rage thing I do is if someone, like, is full tailgating me, like, right behind me.
Yeah,
I'll slow down.
Oh, that makes me
because I'm
mad.
a fucking well, don't fucking come straight up my ass. And
well,
then if
fucking
they flash,
move, cunt.
And if they flash their lights at me, you better believe I'm going slower.
I'll flash your fucking lights.
What's that? The speed limit.
I'll leave it on high beam. Go, cunt.
The speed limit's 60. I'm going to drive at 30 kilometers an hour, motherfucker.
Fucking, I would murder someone.
And if they come up to me,
yeah,
like, and yell stuff, which has never happened because they see me and they're like, nope, because apparently I look aggressive. I've been told. If they do that, I'm just going the speed limit, sir. Be angry all you like.
Mad. Look,
and that's what makes my day.
Go as fast as you want in the slow lane.
Yeah.
But just let me go when I'm in the right-hand lane. if I'm in the fucking fast lane, let me go. Just
that's
let
fine.
me go.
Yeah, no, if I'm just cruising, I'll stick to the left lane.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
I'm so mad.
We've had a friend that got pulled over for driving too slow before.
Who was that? Oh, can we
Wade.
say? Why was he driving so slow?
Like, I don't think it was too slow. I think it may have been like 10 under the limit.
Really?
Yeah. And the cop pulled him over and goes, "You're holding up traffic."
I remember fucking God, I can't remember who it was, maybe Smitty or someone. But like we were driving in the Engadine down the Engadine strip there, where it's like a shared zone.
Yeah.
And it's technically 10 Ks.
Yeah.
And a cop stopped him and was like, "Why are you driving so suspiciously?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're doing like 10 Ks an hour." And then he literally like stuck his head out and pointed to the 10 on the ground in front of him.
And what'd the cop do?
He's like, "Oh, move on."
Have you ever had a cop compliment your driving?
No.
I have. It was fucking weird.
What
I got pulled over. Pulled over. It was,
"You're driving too good, champion."
No, like, yeah, no, it was random. It was a random breath testing where you have to pull in and get
I
tested.
love random breath testing. I'm so happy when I get one.
Why? Oh, yeah, because you don't.
Because I don't drink, so it's like
do alcohol.
Yeah, it's just like I'm like 1, 2, 3. I'm like, look how drunk I'm not. I'm a good citizen.
I got pulled in once, and they're like, "Just breathing." I'm like, "I'm breathing," and she's like, "Hey, good work on doing the speed limit too." I'm like, Thank you. I was like, this is weird. Cops don't usually give compliments. And she was a hot cop too, which made it better.
Hot compliment?
Anyway, so back to the movie.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know. It's one of those movies where you don't really break it down. Like, the story is thin, kind of. Like, it's very like
the story is uncomplicated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like fucking. What's that fucking black and white movie we watched that Zim made us watch?
Eraserhead?
Yeah, it's not like that.
No,
you know?
No.
We don't need to fucking spend an hour dissecting it to talk about it.
It's basically a cult movie about, again, which is like what most movies seem to be about, trauma and loss.
Yeah, exactly.
And like dealing with it and moving on, and just a scary way of doing it.
Yeah. I could never imagine going through life with like one of my children dead. Like, I know that means shit to you because you don't have kids, but
yeah, I'd be okay if one of your kids died.
My grandfather just died.
Oh no, it's become a punchline.
Great, now we're going to have to make Horror for Dummies shirts with that on the back.
Oh my god, I'd love that so much.
I hope my family don't listen to this episode. I'm going to be in shit. Anyway.
Well, I know one person you won't be in shit with.
Who?
Your grandfather.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Alright, so a bit of trivia here. Zachary Quinto, Luke Wilson, and Topher Grace were originally cast in major roles.
That would have been cool.
Really?
Yeah, I like Topher.
I saw a meme of Luke Wilson that made me laugh the other day. It just had different pictures of Luke Wilson, and he always had like a disapproving look. And the meme was like, each one of these photos is like you telling Luke Wilson that you listen to Nickelback or something like that. I don't know, it made me laugh.
Oh yeah, Luke Wilson disappointed template.
Yeah, there you go.
Luke Wilson always looks at you like you just told him your favorite metal band is Bullet for My Valentine.
There's heaps of... Yeah, maybe he looks like that because his fucking brother is the complete opposite.
He's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, you tell him that, oh, today I went to the shops. Oh, wow. Next trivia is, it could be inferred from the wine drinking that the cult is heavily based off Heaven's Gate cult, in which 39 members of the cult committed ritualistic suicide. Ritualistic suicide, sorry.
I mean, it was realistic.
However, there seems to be potential influence from Charles Manson's cult, which originated in a time renowned for open and free love.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're going to die, you might as well get some cums in.
Just make sure it's at the cinemas.
Yeah, true.
In the scene where Will recalls his son's Ty's bedroom, a seemingly random assortment of toys scattered on the floor, including leaded blocks, actor Logan Marshall Green, who plays Will, admits he left an intentional Easter egg in the scene, which is that he used the blocks to spell out the name Kuzma in honor of the film's director, Karen Kusama.
Oh. That's cute.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to, like, put, like, penis or something.
That would have been funny.
It's like he had a calculator and he was like, boobies.
All right. I'm basically done with this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Spoken as much as I can.
Solid acting, solid directing, tense, not gory, but violent.
Yeah.
Like, it was very impactful violence, which didn't necessarily need to be gory.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, out of 10, what would you give this?
Out of 10, I'm giving it a nice, chonky 8.
Oh, an 8. Very nice. Mm-hmm. All right. For me, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10.
It's good.
The only reason that I'm not giving it higher is because its rewatchability isn't as good as other films, because...
Yeah, once you know, you know.
Yeah, like, even though this is technically the third time I've seen it now, I would like to watch this again, but I don't need to watch it anytime soon.
Dude, it was so much fun when, God, what's her name? When the crazy chick, Sadie,
yeah,
and Pruitt showed up, because I'm just like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah,
like I just got who the fuck are these people vibes from like the whole group, even though I didn't know anyone there because it's a movie. But I was just like, you're weird, you're batshit, what's happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. It was really good. It was a super enjoyable movie. I hope you listened to us at the start and watched it and didn't just get spoiled for you, because I'd be upset.
And let us know what you think if you like this movie. If you didn't, I'd be really curious to know why.
Yeah.
So let us know.
I mean, it's very conversation based, the first half. So if you're not paying attention to sort of what they're talking about, you could probably be lost, but it's decent.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our next movie, which is called The Invitation.
Yeah. It's not different at all.
You're listening to the Horror for Dummies podcast, the dumbest horror podcast out there. Become one of the elite by joining our Patreon page. Or dress like a superstar with the official Horror for Dummies shirts available at redbubble.com. Thanks for listening. Now it's time for our Raw review.
All right, we're here. It's our Raw review time. Do you want to talk about, like, dinosaurs instead?
Fuck yeah. All right, so straight up, top 5. Go.
Yeah. T-Rex, Velociraptor, Allosaurus, Carnosaurus, and Triceratops.
Triceratops is a good one. I didn't think it'd make it on your list, man.
It was either between that or Stegosaurus.
My boy. Yeah, straight up. Stegosaurus, plate of goodness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Velociraptor.
Yep.
They're just sick, and you can ride around on them and shit.
Okay.
Look, I like me an ankylosaur. They
You're
got that
into
big
those-
rock tail.
That's fair.
That's fair. A T-Rex.
Has to be on the list. Has
T-Rex
to.
is on the list.
Yeah.
Look, I think maybe a little overrated. But it's a good dinosaur.
And your number 5?
Number 5. It's a toss up. It's like I'm like, do I go Bronto or do I go pterodactyl? Am I riding on a big hunt or am I flying around with a pterodactyl?
I don't like heights, so it's out of the question for me.
Or do I want a little combi like as a pet? Like I know a bunch of them can like eat a Newman, but like one of them can't be that bad.
True.
Like if you keep it fed, it'd be like a little, like a mini dinosaur pet.
All right, you're gonna keep this going until we fucking run out of time, aren't you?
No.
Quickly, 5th favorite. Go.
5th. Pterodactyl.
There we go. I'm sorry, man. We're gonna have to talk about this movie.
I don't want
to. You know what's funny is every time my wife goes, "We never get time to talk about us. Like, let's talk about us." I'm like, "All right."
My favorite dinosaur.
She gets so mad at me. You always ask the fucking question. Still to this day, she's never told me which her favorite dinosaur is.
You know what you got to do? You got to get one of those tubs and just get the little ones. And then just make her choose. And then by process of elimination, like just always have 2 in your pocket.
We should do a bracket episode on dinosaurs.
And there's, if we do a dinosaur bracket episode,
oh my god,
I love that so fucking much.
Patreon people, do you want this?
Yeah, do you want a dinosaur bracket episode? Oh,
right.
It could be a Brachiosaurus.
Oh my god. I guess we have to do it now. Alright, let's talk about this.
But yeah, legit movie. Just be like, this one or this one?
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, fine.
We're talking about a movie called The Invitation, which came out this year in 2022. It comes in as 5.4. Yeah, we're not going to spoil this movie. I mean, the trailer already did. But comes in at 5.4.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay.
Continue.
Let me do this and I've got a question
intro.
for you.
Yep.
5.4 out of 10 on IMDb. It stars Nathalie Emmanuel as Evie, Thomas Doherty as Walter, Stephanie Cornelius.
I just call him Gunther now.
Stephanie Cornelius as, I think it was Victoria?
Yes,
Victoria. Alana Bowden as Lucy.
She got some explaining to do.
And yeah, heaps of other people. Whatever. Directed by Jessica M. Thompson, who I'm just quickly going to jump into her filmography and see what else she's directed, because I'm curious now.
Nothing.
She did a movie called The Light of the Moon, which got a 6.3 out of 10. So she is a capable director, I guess.
Maybe just not here.
I guess. So the story of this is a young woman is courted and swept off her feet only to realize a gothic conspiracy is afoot. Could have been a hand.
He's so moody. He's such a bad boy.
He was fucking hot. I will give him that.
Yeah, he's handsome. Like, I'd suck his dick. But,
I would...
Oh, man.
Give him a rusty trombone.
Okay, so ask me the question you're going to ask me.
Okay. Did you know what this movie was about going in?
I thought it was ghosts because I'd only seen the poster.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I knew this was about vampires because I saw the trailer a few times at other cinema experiences, and it straight up tells you that it's a movie about what it's about.
Okay.
I already mentioned what it's about, didn't I?
Vampires?
Damn it. Sorry. I mean, the trailer fucking gives it away. It's a fucking vampire movie, whatever. Okay, what did you think about it?
What? Like, just mediocre city. Right? Like, just, like, I didn't know what it was about. And it didn't take fucking long to figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
And it was just like, it was one of those movies where it's like, it's an M-rated movie, obviously, so it can hit a wider audience and make back the, 10 million they spent on it. But like, so there was just no gore, nothing cool to look at. It was just, it didn't do anything new with vampires. It didn't do anything particularly interesting. It felt like a fucking romance novel. Like, it felt like a CW kind of romance novel thing.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah.
And that was it. Like, it was just average.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, I'm sorry. I like Nathalie.
Yeah.
But she cannot hold a movie.
I've heard a few people say that. I didn't think she was that bad.
She's not that bad. She's just not that good.
Yeah.
She's a good side character. Like, I like her in Game of Thrones and shit. But this was just meh.
It was all on her.
And yeah, she just, I don't know, she's just not that, she hasn't got that star quality or whatever, like, for me anyway. Maybe other people think she does. Obviously, there's a team of people that thought she did for this, but I wouldn't give her a movie.
You're not the only person that has said that, so don't worry. Okay, for me, I was invested in this movie.
Oh, I saw this
for like the first probably half.
Okay.
And then when I started to realize what was going to happen, I'm like, it's either going to shock me and like do a twisty 2 or something like that, or I can basically tell you exactly what's going to happen at the end of this movie. Turns out I can tell you what was going to happen at the end of this movie.
Yeah,
basically beat by beat,
Yeah, I straight up picked it. I was bored. There was like no one else in the cinema. I was
fucking lucky.
I was messaging someone who'd seen it already, and I was like, "This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen." I'm like, "Don't you talk," like, because I didn't want to spoil it. But I was like, "This is what's gonna happen," and it was just like, yeah, fucking tick,
yeah,
tick. Like, maybe not right at the ending, but I was like, something dumb like this is gonna happen, and I was pretty close.
Yeah, it feels like a movie we've seen so many times before.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't pick a movie that is close to it off the top of my head.
It felt like it took the most boring parts of other vampire movies and put them into a movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There are elements of this movie that I do like on paper. I can't... Basically, it follows a certain character that we mentioned at the start of this movie. Start of this episode. That's also very, very famous in vampire lore. It's alluded to that. And there are different Easter eggs throughout this movie from the original 1931 movie of that character. If you get what I'm getting at.
Is that who it's supposed to be?
Uh-huh. They never say it, but they say certain other names.
They say pseudonyms.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
Ugh.
What?
That makes it even worse. Honestly. It's losing a star for that.
Wow.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate it.
there were other certain characters in this movie. I'm like, okay, because when I watched it, I feel like I'm going too spoilerific right now.
It's hard.
there were names thrown out from different characters, and I'm like, huh, okay. You have my somewhat attention. But the movie as a whole, man, it's just a one-beat movie. I came out of the movie thinking, it was just so, just straight down the road, so mediocre, so bland for me. There was nothing to it. I wasn't bored because I followed the movie through, but I just came out unsatisfied, you know?
Yeah, I was like, that was fine.
Yeah, like, okay, let's talk about the pluses first. And I think the biggest positive I can give this movie is, like, its set designs were really good. It was filmed nice.
Yeah, I'll say that. It had some nice shots. Not every fucking thing was shot perfect. Like,
no.
Some weird choices were made, but for the most part, yeah, the set design, most of the dresses and stuff were really pretty.
Yeah. The costuming was great,
except for a particular dress at the end.
Yeah,
which I did not like.
Is it a red dress?
It's a white dress.
Oh, okay.
I did not. Like
that's okay.
I did not like that one. But I'm gonna say, like, most of the, honestly, costume department in this, for 99% of the movie, fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah,
really, really pretty dresses in this movie.
Yeah,
and Gunther's suit and stuff looked really good too.
Walter.
Like all the sorry, I get those names confused. They're so similar.
Only I understand another wrestling fan.
This is a handful of people. But yeah, everyone looked fantastic. There was a scene with some digits that was tense for me. Like
digits.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That was particularly tense, that I was getting uncomfortable in, which is good. You know,
yeah.
They want to make you uncomfortable. That's what it was meant to do. I don't know, and then just all the other characters were really. Positives. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. Yeah, that's about it.
I think the biggest problem with this movie is that it's PG-13, which to us is an M rating, which means you lack gore, which this movie heavily needed. There is sex appeal in it, but there's no
nudity.
There's no nudity, and there was a certain character that I really did want to see nude in this movie.
Did you see her butt for a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
But them big old titties. Holy Jesus, she was wearing a certain dress in this movie. I'm like, oh my God, please get them out.
She certainly was.
And she's our age too. Yeah, but the biggest problem is this movie was PG-13. They just didn't show anything. Literally anything. Is there blood in this movie? Yes, there is. But you don't really see where the blood comes from or anything like that.
Tiny bit.
Oh, yeah. Like for a vampire movie, man, I want to see vampires be vampires. This is one of those vampires movies where vampires are lovey-dovey and romantic. So if you like those types of movies, maybe this is up for you. But I'm done. I'm done with that.
It felt like a YA novel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know who this was aimed at. Is this aimed at young adults who like Twilight and stuff?
It felt like...
Is that what this is aimed at?
Yeah, and it also felt like there was some forced, like, sort of girl power moments in it too.
Yeah.
Which didn't... I don't know. Like, you can have that stuff. Like, I'm not against it, but just, you know, make it make sense, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. This I can't really go into too much without spoilers, and I don't think this movie warrants a spoiler section, so...
No.
I mean... And I was really tossing up between my score, and I actually did want to give it a lower score, but for the positives in this movie, there was enough to give it a 5 out of 10 for me. So and I can't really go lower with that because it was filmed nice. It was, for the most part, acted well. and the costuming was great. The set designs were really good, so I have to give it a 5. It was a straight down the middle of the road movie for me. It's a movie that I'm never going to watch again. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to watch it again.
I did have it as a 5, but honestly, the thing that you said did legitimately drop it a point.
To a what?
So I'm gonna go a 4 on this one.
A 4, wow.
And it's like one of those movies where it's like the more you discuss it, the more you just like, it is bad.
Yeah.
Like sometimes a middle of the road movie is worse than a bad movie.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because there's nothing really you can talk about. Like, at least with bad movies, you can rip on and laugh. Like, look at Ghost of Mars.
Yeah.
That... yeah, exactly. Is this going to make my bottom list of this year? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be smack bang in the middle of all these different films I watch, and ultimately it'll be a movie that I forget about at the end of the year.
It might make mine, but just from lack of seeing anything else.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, let me just quickly check. I don't think there's anything that I've watched this year that's been like that's pissed me the fuck off. Like previous years, like The Predator. What have we reviewed this year? I can't... Actually, I've got my fucking thing right here. I haven't seen Morbius yet.
Yeah, Morbius is at the bottom of my list. Jurassic World at the bottom of my list.
Oh, Jurassic World. But that's not really horror, so I can't...
Oh, really?
I mean, you can class it, but...
I'm putting it in horror.
Yeah.
What else did I give like 2 stars to? The Requiem.
Oh, Dashcam annoyed me.
I don't mind Dashcam.
The fucking... It was the character. It was the main character. Studio 666 annoyed me.
Yeah, it'll make my bottom 10. But I currently have some 6 stars in my bottom 10. I might do that thing where I watch some Garbo fucking cheapo movies
just to get your list up.
To pad my list out at the end of the year.
Yeah. The Requiem.
Yes, that's in my bottom. As well.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, should you go out into the cinemas and see this movie?
No.
I'm not going to say no because I think there might be people that this hits because this is like if you liked like I'm going to say it, man. If you like Twilight, maybe you will like this movie.
You think though? I think like it can be at the top of my 4s.
Okay. If you like Anne Rice vampire stories,
yeah. Okay, like maybe, but even then, I don't think it's that good of that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. Like, but again, your opinion, my opinion. You know, like
yeah, that's it.
I don't recommend it. If you think that's up your alley and you want like a that kind of vampire movie,
yeah,
this might be your go. But it's just for me, it's very run of the mill. Go watch your 50 Shades. Go watch Twilight. Go watch like other movies that seemed, as much as I fucking hate Twilight, like do it better.
Yeah,
this was just completely unremarkable.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. I have to agree. So you're giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 5. Yeah. It's an avoid for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want a movie at the cinemas to go and see, I would say go see Beast. I think that was a much better movie.
I rate Beast super high over this one. Hey, maybe Orphan's good.
Yeah, I mean, like in the next few weeks, there's like basically a horror movie every week coming out. So
really,
yeah, pretty much.
Well, we'll be busy.
Yeah, we got the Realtors coming out like next week. Smiles coming out soon.
Oh, that looked good. Wait, and Bodies for us. I think it's been out in America for a while. Maybe
it has. Yeah, that's coming out. I think at the end of this month.
Yeah,
and then October. Like, there's a few things coming out in October. Not cinemas,
Halloween, but yeah, coming out.
Yeah. So you've got selection.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah, Jeepers Creepers 4.
Mm-hmm.
So there is selection coming out. So fear not, we will be here to tell you yes or no.
Wog Boys Forever. Could be a horror movie, depending on your opinions.
All right. Well, unless you've got anything else to say about The Invitation.
And I think that's all I have to say about that.
Well, okay. I guess that's a show, man. It's a quick and easy one this week.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we invited you to join us on this episode. So yes, this concludes the Horror for Dummies podcast for this week. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us. You can help this show grow by giving us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts or even Spotify. Now Spotify do ratings, so that does help a lot. If you can give us a 5-star review on Spotify, that would be amazing.
That'd be fantastic.
We do have a Patreon page, campaign, whatever, open at the moment. We have different tiers. $5 basically gets you everything, and we have so much shit on there. Tim's top 10. Tim's top 10.
Get in before October, and then you can have a whole month of shit.
Yep. 31 Days of Horror. Season 2 is starting again on October 1st, where we have 31 movie reviews coming at you each and every day in the month of October. I just released another episode of Tim's Top 10. Tim's Top 10 Favorite Horror Movies of 1987 is out now, so go and check it out. See what my favorite movies. It is my birth year. Yes. Yeah. And it is actually my favorite year in horror. So
nice.
There's so many fucking good movies that came out that year. So go and check it out to see what my number 1 was.
Have you done 88 yet?
No.
I could jump on for 88. That's my
Can you?
Year. Maybe.
But it's my top 10, not Mushrooms top 10.
Oh. Yeah.
You can jump on.
Can I do a top 10 mushrooms?
You can if you like. When I get around to it in like 2 months.
Shiitake. Regular mushrooms are pretty great themselves.
Can you even name 10 different mushrooms?
I don't know. Well, I don't know the names of them. There's like oyster mushrooms. There's those little black cool ones that you get in Chinese restaurants that are like heaps squeaky. There's the little like white sprouty ones. Okay. There's the big ones that you use for like stuffed mushrooms and things like that.
This is riveting radio.
There's button mushrooms. There's like the tin ones in butter.
There's magic
ones. There's magic mushrooms.
That has to be a top 1.
And there's 1-up mushrooms.
And there's fun guy mushrooms, just like you.
Get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, go and check out our Patreon page. We are, you can cancel at any time. That's the cool thing about it. If you want to just try us and see what we're all about.
And jump back in at any time if you also want to do that.
We have amazing content on there.
Yeah. If you like this shit, you'll probably like that shit.
Yeah. I think it's worth your money.
Me too.
Anyway.
Hey, it's a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. As I said before, we'll be taking next week off. Sorry, but my grandfather just died, so leave me alone.
Soft.
I'm gonna hand this up as much as I can. Go up to my wife. Can I get a blowjob? My grandpa just died. Anyway, we'll be coming back to you in like 2 weeks' time. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're doing, so stay tuned.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But we got something cool coming to you in the month of October.
Oh.
We're going to be doing something interesting that a certain Rob Hungy might love.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's a super beast.
Some could call him a Dragula. Anyway, that is it. Say goodbye, Loof Loof.
Bye-bye.
Dip!
Dead ass grandpa.
Wow!
What money